Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into what feels like the ultimate basketball what if,
Oh, yeah.
a hypothetical head-to-head showdown. Two
So,
absolute giants, Shaquille O'Neal versus Bill Russell.
wow. Okay. That's a big one.
Right. And our mission really is to try and figure out who would actually come out on top in this dream matchup.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Shaq on one side, the 7'1", 300-plus pound force, dominated the 90s, 2000s.
Unstoppable force. Yeah.
And then Bill Russell,
Mm-hmm.
6'10", defensive, genius.
Yeah.
Led the Celtics to, 11 championships back in the 60s.
11. Incredible.
So it's different eras, totally different styles, legacies. It sets up a really fascinating comparison. We're going to look at the stats, the skills, even what the fans are still arguing about.
It's a great challenge, honestly. Comparing them, it's kind of like comparing a tank to a fortress, you know?
Okay, I like that.
Both just felt unstoppable in their own way, but they reflect such different times in basketball. So this deep dive, we're going to have to navigate that trickiness. We'll break down their strengths, how they might actually match up head to head.
Okay, let's set that stage then, the eras, because they are so different.
Yeah.
Shaq played 92 to 2011, mostly Magic, Lakers, Heat. His game was, physical, bulldozing.
You're right. Pure power.
Then Bill Russell. He played 56 to 69. All Celtics. He basically redefined defense, team play. It was a different league back then, less physical maybe, faster pace sometimes.
Absolutely. And the league itself, huge differences. The 60s NBA, you had way fewer teams, like 8 to 14 maybe.
Wow, that few.
Yeah. And the tempos were generally slower, less raw athleticism across the board compared to, say, the 2000s. Russell's main rival was Wilt Chamberlain, another legend, of course.
Right.
Fast forward to Shaq's time, the 90s, 2000s, way more teams, way more star power, and the physicality was just ramped up. Shaq was banging against guys like David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, other giants. So yeah, like that Sports Illustrated article said back in 2024, it makes a direct comparison tricky, but that's also what makes it fun.
Yeah,
Is that right?
exactly. Okay, let's zoom in on Shaq first. The unstoppable force. This guy was just like a one-off talent, 7'1", peak weight around 325 pounds, but still agile. How did he even do that?
It's what made him unique, wasn't it? His career stats are already, nuts. Basketball Reference has him at 23.7 points, almost 11 rebounds, over 2 blocks a game for 19 seasons.
Just incredible consistency.
But his prime, his Lakers prime, 99 to 02, he was averaging almost 30 points and nearly 14 rebounds, 3 straight finals MVPs.
Dominant doesn't even cover it.
Right. And that ESPN analysis from 2023 really nailed it. He could just bat guys down so easily. Spin moves, drop steps, pure power.
Yeah.
His game was just overwhelming people in the paint. Those dunks, remember? Breaking backboards. The league literally had to make the rims stronger because of him.
Imagine that today. Okay, so that's Shaq's case, overwhelming power. But then, if he's the immovable object, Russell was maybe the unstoppable defensive force.
Yeah.
How did he get that defensive mastermind rep?
He absolutely earned it. Russell was the Celtics dynasty. 11 championships in 13 years. That's just... It's staggering.
It really is.
His stats, again, from Basketball Reference, 15 points, but 22.5 rebounds per game. 22.5.
Whoa.
And that doesn't even tell the whole story because they didn't track blocks back then.
Oh.
Officially.
Oh, right.
But The Athletic did a piece in 2024. They estimated he averaged maybe 4 to 6 blocks a game, sometimes way more, like double digits. His whole game, it wasn't about scoring himself. It was about stopping the other guy, grabbing every single rebound, and then boom, starting the fast break. His superpower was just like pure defensive IQ.
So the million-dollar question then, how does Shaq's raw power stack up against that kind of defensive genius?
That is the question, isn't it? Russell was called a human eraser in an NBA.com feature. He used timing, positioning, that incredible leaping ability. He'd block shots or just alter them without fouling. That was key.
Right. Altering is just as good sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And his clutch play, legendary. Game 7, 1962 finals, he grabbed 40 rebounds. 40
rebounds.
So against Shaq, his quickness, his anticipation, he could definitely disrupt those post moves, maybe force turnovers, or at least make Shaq take tougher shots than he wanted.
Give him work for it.
Totally. Like that Reddit thread said, Russell's defense was so elite, he'd make Shaq work for every single point. It's not just about stopping the dunk. It's about maybe Russell anticipates the pass before Shaq even gets it or forces him to take one extra dribble, throwing off his rhythm.
The subtle stuff.
Yeah, those little wins that add up. Can Russell stop Shaq every time? Probably not. But can he make it inefficient enough? That's the chess match.
Fascinating. Okay, let's game it out then. 1-on-1 to 21. Street ball rules, so no fouls called. Win by 2. Let's break down the key factors here.
All right, first up, offense versus defense. Shaq's offense, obviously, it's going to test Russell like crazy. Shaq could back him down, use that weight, get dunks, hooks.
Just bully bull.
Pretty much. But Russell's quick hands, that shot blocking, he's going to contest everything. Force tough looks, maybe get some strips. That Bleacher Report analysis suggested Russell's agility might, counter the power somewhat, but probably not stop it completely.
Okay, factor 2.
Rebounding. This is huge.
Yeah.
Russell's 22.5 boards the game versus Shaq's, 10.9? It's not even close.
Massive difference.
So Russell gets a big edge-grabbing misses. In a one-on-one, that means way fewer second chances for Shaq.
Yeah.
Huge deal. That SI piece mentioned how Russell even out-rebounded bigger guys like Wilt. He just had a knack.
Okay, what about just pure physicality and the era difference?
Well, Shaq's got the modern training, the sheer size advantage, no question.
Yeah.
But the 60s game, it allowed more contact. Russell was used to battling. He wasn't soft. There was that ESPN podcast debate. Could Russell's, 220-pound frame handle Shaq's bulk? The feeling was kinda. Russell's endurance and smarts would keep him in it, but Shaq's constant pounding might wear him down over 21 points, especially with no fouls.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the clutch factor. Both guys were huge in big moments.
Yeah, definitely. Russell's 11 rings, that speaks for itself. He was Mr. Game 7. But Shaq had those 3 straight finals MVPs. He delivered when the lights were brightest, too.
Different styles of clutch, maybe.
Exactly. Russell, cool, calculated leadership. Shaq, explosive, overwhelming scoring bursts, both incredibly effective, just different ways to win.
Okay, last piece of the breakdown. What are fans and experts saying now?
Well, fan polls, like an X, they tend to lean Shaq. Maybe 60%, mostly citing the size difference in a one-on-one. Hard to argue with that raw power.
Yeah, it's compelling.
But then you get experts, like in that Rimmer article, arguing Russell's defense is so versatile he could frustrate Shaq, maybe force him into taking jumpers, which, let's face it, wasn't Shaq's strength.
Definitely not. Free throws are bad enough.
Exactly. So the experts, pretty split. Makes it a great debate.
It really does. Okay, that covers the sort of measurable stuff. But what about the intangibles, the things you don't see in the box score?
Right. Russell's leadership. It was legendary. Mr. Rings, total focus on the team, clutch play. That Boston Globe piece talked about how his selfless style just lifted everyone. In a one-on-one that translates to mental toughness, strategy, he might try to outthink Shaq.
And Shaq's intangible.
Pure charisma, right. That larger-than-life personality. The HBO doc showed that. He was a cultural force. His game was about intimidation, overwhelming you physically and maybe mentally.
Yeah, the swagger.
Exactly. You saw that Reddit debate. Lakers fans saying Shaq's energy would psych out Russell. Celtics fans firing back that Russell's calm would just neutralize it. It's hard to know.
So how do the wider contexts, like the specific eras and rules, play into this hypothetical?
Oh, big time. The era gap is huge. The 60s NBA pace was way faster possession-wise, like 118 per game versus maybe 90 in Shaq's time. But the game flow might have felt slower, more strategic maybe. It's complicated. Russell was used to that rhythm, Shaq's era. All about athleticism, post-play dominance. That definitely suits his style more in this kind of matchup.
What about stamina? No fouls, remember?
Right. Shaq's physicality could dominate early, just pure force. But Russell played insane minutes, like 44 a game. His stamina was legendary. Could he potentially outlast Shaq as the game goes to 15, 17, 19 points? Maybe.
Interesting. And the court itself.
Yeah, a modern NBA court gives Shaq room to operate. But if you imagine this more like a street ball game, maybe a tighter space, that Slate article suggested Russell's quickness, his defensive range, might actually be more effective in a smaller area. Could level things a bit.
Okay. We broke it all down. The moment of truth is here. It's obviously tough. Both are legends. But who wins this game to 21? What's the verdict?
Yeah, pulling it all together. Shaq's size, his scoring, that 23.7 points per game average. It feels like he could just overpower Russell in the paint, dunk after dunk, right?
Likely.
But Russell's defensive genius, those 22.5 rebounds, he could absolutely frustrate Shaq, force misses, limit those second chances. You can just picture it, right? Shaq maybe jumps out to an early lead, 5-1, 7-2, something like that, using pure power, but Russell adjusts, starts using angles, timing his blocks perfectly, getting steals. It gets tighter.
So it comes down to the wire.
I think it has to. Maybe it's about endurance. Can Russell's conditioning hold up against the sheer bulk as they get near 21? If I have to pick based on the sources, they give a slight edge to Shaq. Maybe 21-19.
Wow, that close.
Yeah, mostly because of the physical advantage in a game with 0 fouls called. That's tough to overcome. But they immediately say, look, Russell's defense makes it razor thin. And crucially, if this were a 5-on-5 game, Russell's leadership, his team impact, that might completely flip the script.
Right, the ultimate team player versus the ultimate individual force. And well, that fan poll had it close too, right?
Yeah.
55% Shaq.
Exactly. Close, but acknowledging Russell's incredible grit. Nobody thinks it's a blowout.
So there we have it. Shaq versus Bill Russell.
Yeah.
It really is the ultimate clash, isn't it? Power versus defense, modern athleticism versus, like, timeless strategy. And while Shaq might just squeak out that one-on-one win in theory, Russell's brilliance means it's always going to be a debate for the ages.
Absolutely. And their legacies, you know. Shaq's 4 rings, Russell's 11, they both shaped the NBA in massive ways. It just shows how the game evolves and how greatness can look so different. Really fascinating stuff.
It really is. So here's something to chew on as you go about your day. Think about how the rules, the training, the whole vibe of an era, how much does that not just define a player, but actually shape how we even see their greatness when we try to compare them across time? Makes you think, right,